don't need a new life, you need new lenses. Transformation isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet, a breath, a new sentence, a gentler decision. And in today's episode, I'll show you 3 small but powerful subconscious shifts that change everything from your relationships to your bank account. I'm sure you like that way ahead, bank account. Because when your mind changes, your world follows. So today I want us to move from reaction to reflection. And I'll begin with this truth. Most of us weren't taught to reflect. Can we be honest? We were trained to react. We weren't taught to listen. We were trained to respond. We react to a tone. We react to fear. We react to discomfort. We react because we're protecting something deeper, our worth, our belonging, and our control. Now, if you imagine your nervous system like a fire alarm, yes, you know what those things sound like. When it hears even the hint of smoke, boom, it goes off. That's how your nervous system is, because we go into defense mode immediately. But reflection changes that. Reflection is the pause, the breath. It's the whispered question, what's really happening inside me? Hypnotherapy helps people shift from emotional reflex to inner inquiry. Instead of why did they do that, it becomes why did that hurt me so deeply? And this is the beginning of emotional mastery. And this is how you go from self-criticism or even criticizing others to self-compassion. And we all have that voice, the inner critic, everybody, because it's our parents' voices, the perfectionist, the one who whispers you're not enough, or you are always messing things up, or you are always causing problems. And here's the truth. That voice is not yours. Can I say that again? That voice is not yours. It's borrowed. It's your mother's tone, your teacher's disapproval, your culture's expectation. It's not yours. And that's good news, isn't it? Because if you think of your mind as a playlist, the inner critic is just a track you have played 1,000 times. It's on a loop. Guess what? You can change that loop today and change that track now. Self-compassion is one of the things that helps. Self-compassion is power. It says, this was hard and I'm still lovable. It says, I messed up, but I'm learning. It says, I'm growing, not performing. Because hypnotherapy will help soften the self-dialogue by replacing shame-based thoughts with soul-aligned truths. Now here's how to move from control to curiosity. Because a lot of us like to be in control. But if we move from control that says, I must manage every outcome, to curiosity that says, let me explore the moment or this moment, then there's power there. Because control is fear disguised as power. Curiosity is safety expressed as wonder. And every child has that wonder. Imagine you're holding a butterfly in your hands. Control grips it tight and crushes it till it dies. But curiosity opens its palms and watches it fly. And you look at it in amazement and watch it wander away. Hypnosis creates the safety to let go and ask, what if I didn't need to have it all figured out? What if? What's underneath this urge to want to control everything? What would it feel like to trust myself a little more today? And these shifts open the door to play, flow, healing, and freedom. Another truth, identity shifts begins with your languages. Words don't just describe identity, they shape it. Saying to yourself, I'm so stupid, tells your brain to believe and repeat it. Saying, I made a mistake, tells your brain it's safe to try again. Saying, this is hard, instead of I can't, creates space for growth. If you picture your words as the code of your internal software, every phrase you speak is either a virus or an upgrade. You get to choose. Hypnotherapy works by offering precise, powerful language to the subconscious. It says, I am safe to change. It says, I trust myself. It says, I release what no longer serves me. It says, I respond, not react. It is the language that is the lever that lifts your identity. But real sustainable change is subtle, is repetitive, is grounded in daily rituals. Language is the lever that lifts your identity. And you know the truth? All you need are daily habits. Small daily habits will change your subconscious mind. A lot of times we think transformation is dramatic. No, it's not. It's not loud. It's not noisy. It's subtle. It's real. It's sustainable. It's repetitive. It's in the grounded daily rituals that, if you do something 1% every day, by the end of the year, you would have done it 365%. A 3-minute breathing practice before your meetings, touching your heart and whispering, I'm safe now. Listening to a hypnosis track before bed, journaling your wins, journaling gratitude, no matter how small. These things add up, guys. Because if you think of your subconscious mind like a garden again, habits are daily drops of water. Over time, they grow new roots. They grow new ways of thinking, feeling, and living. The number one mindset shift that rewrote my path, I'll share it with you. And I'll share something deeply personal. There was a moment I stopped asking this question. Why am I broken? And I started to ask, what if I'm not broken at all? What if it was all a lie? What if I was just programmed? That 1-degree shift changed everything for me. What if I'm not broken? What if it's a lie? What if I was just programmed? That was a question I had to ask myself. If you imagine a plane that shifts just 1 degree in direction, it ends up in its original destination. That's the power of a small, intentional change. I used to say to myself, I'm peace, I choose peace. I'll say it every day, even if I just quarrel with somebody, my husband, anybody, I'll tell myself, Adiola, I am peace, I choose peace. And I'll repeat it over and over and over and over. I will stand in front of my mirror and I'll say things to myself over and over, repetitively. Remember, it's boring. It could be tiring. It could be monotonous. But the power after it is unimaginable because your subconscious mind is changing what was there before to this new identity. I had a client. She shifted, I must hustle to be worthy, to I am worthy even in stillness. I had another client who said, I can't trust love. And he had to shift it to I am safe to be loved and seen. They may seemingly be small shifts, but they reroute destinies, guys. One thought that can start a new life right now is you don't need to overhaul everything. You just need to turn gently towards yourself. That's one thing I learned. And you have to go from being harsh to being kind, from being controlling to surrendering, from overreacting to deep internal response, from stuck to evolving. Hypnotherapy did all of this for me, but it didn't change who I was. It helped me remember who I really was created to be. One breath, one belief, one brave thought. That's how healing begins. One breath, one belief, one thought. So today I want you to replace your negative thoughts from I have to go, I have to I get to. I'm going to say that again. You want to change your I have to sentences. You want to replace them with I get to, which means that you're participating in the changing of it. You don't have to do anything, but you get to do it. And so that's you participating. You're a co-creator. with how your life is evolving. And then you also want to replace why me with what's new. You know that statement, why me? You want to change it to what's new. So it goes from you being a victim, why me, to what's new. You being curious and wonder, remember, and open to what can I learn from this situation. And with that, you have shifted from victim to victor. And how would a victor sit or talk or laugh or behave? It's definitely different from how a victim will do it. And I want you to go from victim to victor today. And I ask you to book a session with me. You get to change, you get to transform your life. You're a participator in your change. Book a session with me today. And let's get you on that journey of wholeness and well-being so that you can go and impact your society, your community, and the world at large. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to share me with others so that we all grow together. Love and light.